What's going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin, and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today, I'm going to show you how I made this, what I like to call my ultimate garlic bread. Simply a loaf of bread with some confit garlic oil, confit garlic, Parmesan, and basil right on top. It was born out of necessity, and it ended up being my go-to garlic bread. So I'm going to show you the techniques and how it's done. Stay tuned. Pretty much anytime I am cooking at the firehouse, I am making this. It is just olive oil and garlic. I buy basically a bag, already peeled garlic, fill it up completely, and then just add in extra virgin olive oil and heat it on the lowest possible setting. I get it all covered up. You could do this in the oven if you want for 1, 2, 3 hours. I've done it as long as like 225 degrees for 3 hours, and you'll see. I don't want it ever bubbling, and I don't want the garlic getting too much color. It is gonna end up getting some color just because it is cooking in there. But once it's done, the sweetness of this garlic, I use it on pizzas, I use it on sandwiches, I use it in mayo, use it for everything, basically. And it doesn't last that long because we roll through it. They're good to just eat on their own too. But then you have this garlic olive oil that is fantastic. All right, looks like I am using a whole entire bottle, which is 500 milliliters. And then we're going to get this on the heat and let it go super low for at least 1 hour, realistically 2. And here we are. After an hour of cooking and about 2 hours of steeping, we now have what I like to call confit garlic. I don't know if that's the exact term, but you can see, hopefully see how soft this is. It literally will spread like butter on bread, and it makes fantastic garlic bread or on pizza or in mayonnaise. There are endless uses for both the garlic and the olive oil that it was cooked in. One of my favorite applications for, here, actually, let me show you. I have moved all of the olive oil and the garlic into this glass vessel here. But one of my favorite utilizations is making garlic bread with that, because that garlic spreads like butter. So I just lop off the end and kind of just cut it into inch pieces. All right, so here's what we have right now. So just take the bread. I'm going to dip it right into the olive oil, turn it over, and boom, we are going to roast this in the oven. And this is all that's needed. That olive oil that's soaked with garlic will soak into the rest of the bread right now, and it'll make one of the best garlic breads around. And then when we're done, while it's still hot, we will mash some garlic on top of there and add some Parmesan cheese. All right, there we are. And into a 400-degree oven we go. And here we are, fresh out of the oven, just about 8 minutes later at a 400-degree oven. All right, now that they've cooled for a moment and I can actually touch the pan, I'm gonna go ahead, about 3 cloves per, and just mash it on it just like that. Hopefully you can see that, but you see, ooh, still a little warm, but it just mashes right in like butter. Oh, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this to the rest of them. About 3 cloves per piece of bread, maybe 4 if they're small, like that. Now that they're all garliced up, just time to put on about a teaspoon of Parmesan on each one. If you have some leftover basil, feel free to, throw some of that. Usually on pizza night or pasta night, I do have leftover basil, and I'll throw that on there. You know what? I do have some extra basil, so why not? We're going to throw it on. Yeah, this is going to take it right over the edge here. Good Lord. It's that little bit of freshness. And there you have it, folks. That is my ultimate garlic bread. So out of necessity, every day I'm cooking, almost every day I'm cooking, I will have a quart of olive oil or a pint of olive oil and a bag of that garlic and just cook it up on the stove. That olive oil and that garlic, then it's just to die for. I mean, I use it in the pizzas, I use it on pasta night, I use it right here for garlic bread, in mayonnaise, in whatever other dips or sauces you can think of. So yeah, it's an easy one that and it also makes the firehouse smell incredibly nice the entire time. But yeah, nothing left to do now but give it the official taste test. We'll go with this bad boy right here. See if we can get some crunch on there for you. Man, oh man, I don't know if any of you guys are like me with this, but when warm bread and butter come to the table, or if you're at an Italian restaurant and you have that warm bread, the olive oil, the Parmesan cheese, and the black pepper, man, yeah, bread, like warm bread out of the oven, throw a little butter or garlic, olive oil, and garlic on there. It's one of the simplest pleasures in the world. But yeah, this it just works. It works fantastically. And I'm glad I remembered I had the basil because that's a nice little touch at the very end there. The roasted, I mean, that garlic, I can't speak highly enough about it. I mean, I'm excited by it. I hope you guys try this out and let me know how it is because I think once you have this garlic like this and then that olive oil, I don't know if you'll ever go back. It's truly, I don't like to deal in absolutes or, like say, hey, you're never going to do this, but I'm never not going to do this. I don't know if that makes sense. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Anyway, appreciate you guys coming by. And just remember, you're only making food out of ingredients until you sit down and share them with the ones you love. Then it's a meal. All right, guys. Appreciate you coming by greatly. Till next time.